Alright, last week I picked up a Kelly KVD controller, 200 amp, and this was sold by Electric & Co. So they have their throttle with the 3-speed selector, key, as well as the voltmeter, and it's all plug and play, which is pretty sweet. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out. Got a good deal on it. I'm very excited to throw it in this guy and see if there is a performance gain over it with the brushless motor. So I wired in this, I believe it's a J7J, I forget the connector. Anyways, I got a kit on Amazon, wired it up, so this should plug right into the controller. So I am going to do a test ride, get a baseline for this thing, and then I will do another run with the new controller on. There's full throttle there. With this Amazon controller, you give it like a third of the throttle and it hits with like most of the power. Oh, it's a little soft. But it'll get up and go alright, but I have a feeling with the new Kelly controller it'll run pretty good. It'll go pretty good. I think I clocked it about 25 miles an hour. It'll pull up the hills pretty good. And this is running the 3 4-cell lithium polymer batteries in series for around 50 volts, fully charged, probably more like 48 now.
Alrighty, so I have installed the throttle, the key switch, the controller. I'll scoot over here to see the bracket I fabbed up for the controller. So it turned out pretty nice. Mount it right to the frame of the chassis. So what I did is I turned it on and the wheel is in reverse, the motor is running in reverse, so what I purchased is a $15 USB cable that will hook right up to the controller, and I opted for the cable because it was cheaper than the Bluetooth dongle. This was about 15 bucks on Hotpack's website, and I was able to download the software on my computer and successfully hook it up. And I believe I selected the auto-identify, the orientation of the motor, all of that. And so I'm going to try that first. So I believe once that's selected, you just have to turn it on. Yep, and the motor will do its little thing. So it did some twitching. Just going to see if it will connect again. I believe it's connected. If you go to parameter up here, user parameter is how I found you get into it. So, sorry, it's a little small, but so what I did is this is what I selected, auto phase identify, and once you do that, it automatically goes off, is what I've been told. But I believe this one here, inverse output if the direction of the motor is different with correct direction. I believe is what that one is. So I'm going to select that. Oops. I have found it tends to crash. It prompts you to say, make sure the motor's not running, hit yes. It's connected up here. So user parameter. Alright, so let me just confirm. Oh, it's going correctly. Awesome. And it is very sluggish, so might be because try the mode selector. Yeah, it is not very torquey, so I'm going to look at some of these parameters and I will let you know what I changed to correct that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it off, let it reprogram itself or all the settings to take effect. That's better. Alright, I've got the seat back on. Let's take this bad boy for a spin. First ride with the new controller. Oh yeah, way smoother. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, firm corners packing in. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'll call that a success. These are not as powerful of batteries as my other set that I have. It just have a 9,000 milliamp hour battery that just has a little more punch than these. All right, well I call that a success. Controller is installed. The throttle response is way smoother and more linear than before, but I want to tweak the settings a bit to make it a little snappier. But overall, super excited this thing's running.